Surah Al-Rahman, as I was listening and reading to it, or at least trying to read it, I learned that in the beginning of the surah, Allah starts saying He's so merciful. He has mercy to some of the disbelievers and mercy to the Muslims. He has mercy to the angels. He has mercy to the jinns. He has mercy to all people. And he was talking absolutely amazing things about himself. Then a little bit of stuff like that. And in the middle of the surah, he's like, all the disbelievers are horrible, and the so-called Muslims, they'll be sent to hell, and they'll be slaves, they'll be tortured. So as I'm reading and listening to this surah, I realize, like, why in the middle of the surah Allah is saying He's so merciful? In the end and in the middle of the surah, He's like, I'm going to torture all the disbelievers, all the people who didn't believe in me. And that was something that I found very weird, because at the beginning He said, this is like, He's so merciful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then in the end, in the middle, He said He's going to punish all these and torture all these people.
Okay, that is absolutely a good question. Thank you for that question, Muhammad. So first, you need to know the difference between Allah's mercy. There's a difference. We need to compare, make a comparison. We need to make a comparison here between Allah's mercy in this life and Allah's mercy on the Day of Judgment. Okay? Okay? There is actually a major difference between Allah's mercy in this life that we live in right now, okay, and Allah's mercy on the Day of Judgment. Let me tell you that hadith. Prophet Muhammad, that's authentic hadith. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has divided His mercy into 100 parts of mercy. Allah has divided His mercy into 100 mercies, okay, and He kept with Him up there 99 part of mercy, okay. Then He sent down to earth only one part, only one mercy. Using this part, throughout this part, people, creatures, animals, birds, people, everybody, everything, this earth, people are dealing with each other kindly, with compassion and mercy, okay. So much as that an animal, here is the description of Prophet Muhammad, an animal lifts up its hoof that is afraid to hurt its baby. You know, when the baby animal breastfeed, okay, suckle the mother's milk, okay, on that time its mother lifts up its hoof. She's afraid she might hurt its baby. That is because of that part of mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent on earth. In another ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, listen to this ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَرَحْمَتِي وَسِعَتْ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, my mercy encompasses, embraces everything. My mercy in this life for everybody, for all the creatures, for birds, animals, believers, disbelievers, Muslims, non-Muslims. وَرَحْمَتِي وَسِعَتْ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ encompasses everything. I made my mercy on this earth for everything. Okay, look at the second part of the ayah. فَسَأَكْتُبُهَا لِلَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ وَهُمْ بِآيَاتِنَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Then Allah is saying, then on the Day of Judgment, it is something different. On the Day of Judgment, I'll make my mercy exclusively for the believers. The believers who fears me. The Muslims who fears me, who paid the charity as zakah, who paid the zakah, okay, who believed in our messengers, who believed in our messages, who believed in our signs, okay. So as I told you, most rich people in the world today, the most wealthiest people, like Elon Musk, right, you know, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, they're Muslims or non-Muslims?
Non-Muslims.
They're non-Muslims, right? Okay. So subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them everything, favored them with a lot of money, billions of dollars, luxury cars, luxury life, luxury houses, right? It is Allah's mercy. So Allah's mercy on this life. There are people in India, they worship rats, they worship cows, they worship the sun. Right now, all over the world, people they still worship idols and statues, right? So,
Yes.
however, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving them every day millions of dollars, like food, drink. They're not hungry. Look at the people in Yemen, for example. Yemen now is engaging in the big war. Okay, people there are dying out of hunger and thirst. Okay, there's a big famine in Yemen, and Yemen is a Muslim country, right? So it's Allah's mercy on this life for everybody, for everything, right? As Allah said, وَرَحْمَتِي وَسِعَتْ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. His Rahman, the most merciful. His mercy embraces everything. But on the day of judgment, there's something different. Okay? Is it fair? Let me ask you that question. Is it fair to give the believers, the Muslim who used to pray, to stay up late at night praying, to fast and toil and scratching hot day, who used to read Quran, memorize Quran, doing their best, to give the non-Muslims the same reward as the Muslims on the day of judgment? That's not fair. That's not fair. Okay? How can make them equal to each other? How can make the Muslims, the believers who believe in Allah, equal to the non-believers who didn't even believe in Allah? Right? That's not fair at all. Okay? So Allah is the most just. Allah is not an oppressor. He's not. He's not an oppressor. Laysa bizalim. He's the most just. Okay? So the non-Muslims in this life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His mercy for everything for them. He's giving them food, drinks, money, a lot of things that they need to live like life. They're even the most rich. But on the day of judgment, His mercy only for the people who believed in Him, who worked so hard in this life to attain His mercy, right? And to be away from the hellfire and to be granted the Jannah, right?
Yes.
Is that clear?